Alrighty then, I think this is working. Yes, it is live, it is streaming. Excellent. Hopefully the sound levels are good. Looks like the game's a little bit quiet, but the game is also just very quiet right now. Alright, let's do career. I didn't want to do that career. Let's cancel this out. Ah, excellent. This is a good start to the everything. And of course I dropped the Allen wrench. Ugh! I dropped it again. Well, it's gone now. Nope. My foot just found it. Okay, I do not want to Good Morning Cutter 9000 whatever. I want to start a new thing, which requires signing out, actually. There we go. Alright, we're going to do a new thing. We're going to do limited, because I don't have the guts to do single life only. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged. The Shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous. But for a select few, the hazard pay is worth the risk. Stand by. I feel like... Why is this awkward and bad? Try to center it. There we go. Shipbreaker application. An update on your application status. Greetings, citizen Lima Foxtrot 29118. That looks like an O. Oscar Sierra. Congratulations! You have been accepted to Lynx Corporation's pioneering Pave the Way to the Galaxy program. Your selection was based on the above-average physical and cognitive ability. You are assigned to Salvage Station Number 42, designation Morrigan. Demonstrate the ability to build and grow a profitable operation, and a number of exciting opportunities await you. Remember, employment in this program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation and can be revoked at any time. Yay, right-to-work laws! Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Upon signing this form, please proceed immediately to the nearest Lynx Corporate shuttle hub for transportation to the worksite. Finalize the following pages to confirm employment. Account name. Lynx Work Effort Tracking Program requires an account name. Please enter an account name below. Colus Magpie, clearly. Selected Revival Package. We offer our EverWork Asset Replacement Program to new employees. Below are the details of your selected spare package. 0.02% chance. We have limited spares. We have 30 of them and they only cost 75 grand. Voice identification. We're going with number 2. Or... let's go with 4. Orientation preference. We are standard. Meal preference. We are vegetarian. Which means we will get delicious plastic in our veggies. Please agree to each statement. I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. A record in the Jovian frontier is acceptable. I am not a member of, and have never associated with, a workers' union or other labor interest. Of course not. I have completed my annual medical exam and have been cleared of having a McAuliffe's lung. McAuliffe. I have no commercial or real estate interests on Luna, in the asteroid belt, or in the nation state of Arizona. I will bring a positive attitude and a problem-solving mindset to work every day. I understand and accept the health risks associated with long-term exposure to the van der Waals field. I will vote for Chancellor Chun Zhang in the Pan-American Senate election. Oh boy, this is going to be a long video. Terms and conditions. This agreement is made as the 9th of on the 9th day of November 2329, the effective date between Lynx Corporation Salvage Division, Lynx, incorporated under the laws of the Stella Commission, and myself, Citizen Lima Foxtrot, 29118 Oscar Sierra, the employee. Lynx is pleased to offer the employee the role of Shipbreaker, the role, beginning with the title of Trainee. This agreement is provisioned by the following terms and conditions. 1. The employer understands that they must travel to Lynx Shuttle Hub for transit to the worksite no more than 12 hours after signing this contract. Physical or mental harm while en route to the shuttle is not covered by Lynx in any way, though it may have an effect on the employment eligibility. Employees' physical and mental fitness will be reassessed before boarding the shuttle. Fares or costs associated with the transit from the employee's home to the shuttle hub are the employee's responsibility and will not be reimbursed. Number 2. Am I really going to read this whole thing? Damn right I am. Someone took the time to write it. I'm going to read it. Employee should be aware that the status of their employment is at the sole discretion of Lynx, and that their employment relationship with Lynx may be terminated at any time or place, either with or without notice, for any or no reason, with or without good or sufficient cause, under any and all circumstances by Lynx option only. Employee further understands that the awareness of the current employment status is their responsibility, and that they must check the status often to avoid incurring penalties or criminal charges for acting in unauthorized capacity. 3A. Okay, so that was 2. This agreement includes the enrollment in the Lynx Employment Financial Relief Program to accommodate the costs associated with employment onboarding, as well as recurring costs associated with the performance of the employee's role. A full breakdown of these costs will be provided to the employee following the onboarding at the worksite. Until such time as the employee has repaid in full, the profits from their salvage activities will automatically go towards the balance at the following percent: 100. 3B. Employee hereby grants Lynx sole operating authority of the employee's existing financial accounts in order to facilitate their participation in the Lynx Employment Financial Relief Program. Opening additional financial accounts while under the terms of this agreement is prohibited and will result in performance demerits, monetary penalties, or termination. 3C. Repayment is handled at the start of each workday, and the employee is provided a streamlined synopsis of their account. It is in the employee's responsibility to review the synopsis and report any and all errors by submitting a repayment error form to the Lynx Financial Department. Errors must be reported within 2 hours of receipt of the synopsis, after which time they will become non-reportable. Wake up early. 3D. Employee hereby grants Lynx the authority to apply performance demerits or monetary penalties should their actions or inactions result in any real or potential losses for the company and or its affiliates. 4. Employee understands that the monetary compensation for this role is based entirely on the credit value generated from the employee's shipbreaking activities, and that there are no other base salary or monetary compensations for performing the duties outlined in this agreement. 5A. Employee hereby grants the Lynx the authority to collect, analyze, utilize biometric data beginning now for use to better their lives and well-being of them, their co-workers, as well as any other purpose, up to including sharing with partners and affiliates, institutional research programs, or government bodies. 5B. Employee hereby grants permission to Lynx the authority to perform psychological tests on them at any time with or without their knowledge. Employee is not entitled to compensation for participation in these tests, but may receive additional sugar cube rations. 6. Lynx Corporation's headquarters operates in unincorporated Jovian space outside any recognized state or country borders, and as such the employee understands that Lynx does not recognize or observe any national, secular, or religious holidays, and that employee is expected to be ready and available to work on each calendar day of the region where their assigned work site is located. 7. Employee understands that they're prohibited from discussing their employment, including the terms of conditions of this agreement, either specifically or generally, as well as the operational details of Lynx or any of its affiliates with anyone other than their assigned Lynx Department of Human Resources representative. This includes acquaintances, friends, family members, law enforcement agents, government officials, journalists, private detectives, religious leaders, or entertainment media hosts. Employees' official assigned human resource representative is undefined. 8A. Employee shall be supplied adequate caloric and hydrating substances in the diet format selected by the employee in this form. Plastic. Employee understands that the sustenance amount provided is calculated to provide the optimal energy amounts required by their duties, and that they must abide by the recommended monthly intake amounts. Additional sustenance will not be provided beyond these amounts. 8B. Sustenance shall be replenished at the beginning of each month, provided that the employee has fully prepared the food processor in their habitation module by removing all current food supplies. Excess food supply remaining in the food processor at the time of delivery will prevent delivery until the following month. So you can't store up food. 8C. Employee understands that the sustenance not supplied by links, quote, contraband foodstuffs, unquote, is disallowed and may not be ingested while under this agreement. In the event that the employee ingests contraband foodstuffs, demerits will be applied to the employee's performance report and penalty fees applied to their financial account. 9. Links will supply an on-site, long-term employee habitation module, or HAB. Employees expected to use only their assigned HAB for rest and sleep. Resting and or sleeping in another employee's HAB shall be considered a violation of this agreement. We're almost halfway done. 10. Employee must abide by and work no longer than the Link's mandated shift time each day. Lynx is not responsible for the genetic effects of solar radiation that may occur beyond this time, and the employee may face financial penalties or performance demerits if their shift time is disregarded. 11. Employee must ensure that they remain inside the designated worksite when shipbreaking. Failure to remain inside the bounds of the worksite will result in the spare termination. In spare termination, see Section 19 for additional terms of EverWork program and spares, regardless of the reasons or intentions for which the employee evacuated the bounds. You cannot leave. 12. According to the external communication, or accessing external communication networks from the workstation in their HABs is prohibited. All communication must be conducted through internal Link's railmail network between authorized employees. 13. A. Using, operating, consuming, or deploying tools or equipment found while shipbreaking for any and all reasons is a safety violation and strictly prohibited and results in performance demerits and or monetary penalties. 13B. Okay, so it's just found while shipbreaking, so you can't use the stuff in the ships. All resources consumed in the act of shipbreaking must be replenished via the Link's kiosk deployed at the employee-assigned worksite, with transactional fees being removed immediately from the employee financial account. It is the sole responsibility of the employee to ensure that they are adequately supplied such that they are able to perform their duties as outlined by the terms of this agreement. You know, it's impressive that we're actual employees and not independent contractors. Maybe the whole independent contractor thing is gone by the year 2329, but dang, it seems really profitable for people nowadays. 13C. All objects, components, and materials, quote, salvage, recovered via the act of shipbreaking are the sole property of Links, and the employee must account for all salvage at the end of every work shift. Acquiring or storing salvage for personal use is a breach of the terms of this agreement and will result in performance demerits, monetary penalties, and potential termination. 14. At no time while under the obligation to the terms and conditions of this agreement shall the employee seek employment outside Links. Should the employee be contacted by a recruiter from another company, the employee has an obligation to notify Links and share the full correspondence. Neglecting this obligation may result in monetary penalties and or termination. No one is watching, and I'm not surprised. 15. Employee acknowledges that Links personnel will monitor their activities in order to establish a valuation metric of the employee and their performance in their assigned role. This valuation metric will henceforth be the primary factor in determining the ongoing status of this agreement. I need to get water. I'm at BRB. Ah. 16. The function, duties, and responsibilities of the employee's assigned role may be altered or adjusted at any time at the sole discretion of Links for any reason or no reason at all, with or without advance notification, and with no obligation to provide additional onboarding or training. 17. Links is exempt from the requirement of Gallardo's mandate and bears no responsibility to ensure that the employee has free and ready access to Martian animation media, even where such media constitutes a religious requirement by the employee. Martian anime is a religion. Okay. 18. Links bears no moral or legal responsibility whatsoever for any natural hazards and dangers involved with shipbreaking, including but not limited to flammable substances, explosive decompression, radiation exposure, high-velocity impacts, electrocution, suit atmosphere inversion, crushing, micrometeor penetration, hypershingles, oxygen deprivation, cardiac arrest, and inadvertent processing. 19A. 19A. As part of completing this agreement, the employee agrees to be enrolled in the Lynx Corporation EverWork Asset Replacement Program. The employee understands that the purpose of this program is to protect Lynx personnel from severe injury or death, allowing them to continue growing their career with Lynx, even in the event of a serious workplace injury. In the event of major injury, illness, or death, this employee will be immediately replaced by a biological and neurological duplicate, the spare. Employee hereby grants permission to Lynx, the authority to study, manipulate, simulate, and duplicate any and all gray and white matter at any time. 19B. Employee hereby grants permission to Lynx in perpetuity ownership of their DNA, and to create new entities with that DNA with no restrictions or limits. Furthermore, employees agree to pay a nominal fee for this service in the event of their death while performing the duties of their position. 19C. All spares produced by the EverWork program are the sole property of Lynx Corporation. At any time, and for any reason, Lynx may exercise the right to ownership of the spare, up to and including assuming complete control and authority of any institutional, financial, judicial, religious, or regulatory rights of the original employee, in all Terran, Martian, and Jovian sectors. So they just own us, then. Over the spare. Interesting. But not the original. But if the original dies, then they just own every iteration of the person from then on. 19D. In the rare and unfortunate event of total and complete loss of memory during the spare regeneration, Lynx is hereby granted the authority to have the employee's memory replaced by a composition of engrams pre-authorized by Lynx. Lynx bears no legal obligation informing the employee's next of kin in such an event. 19E. Major injury, or illness, is defined as any injury or sickness that sufficiently affects employees' ability to perform their duties such that the hourly salvage rate falls 22% or more. In the event that the employee and the automated biometric analysis service disagree on whether the sustained injury should qualify for a spare regeneration, the employee may submit a written appeal form to Lynx for review. 19F. Any additional third-party insurance coverage for injury or death EverWork participants may have is considered null and void upon completion of this agreement, and cannot be utilized in addition to protection of the EverWork program, so we can't get life insurance payouts when we die. 19G. Lynx bears no responsibility to guarantee the effectiveness and success of the protections provided by the EverWork program. In the event of malfunction or anomalous outcome in the spare regeneration process, Lynx is waived of any and all liabilities in the health and well-being of the employee. 20. In the event that the employee is terminated, disappears, or otherwise becomes incapable of fulfilling the obligations to this agreement, the employee hereby grants Lynx the authority to transfer any and all unpaid debts owed to Lynx and/or any of its affiliates to the employee's next of kin. 21A. Lynx reserves the right to terminate this agreement at any time without notice or payment in lieu with no requirement of sufficient cause. 21B. Until such time as the employee has completed their obligations to the Lynx Employment Financial Relief Program, the employee holds no right to termination of this agreement for any reason. Upon completion of repayment, the employee may submit a form request for permission to terminate through Lynx Department of Human Resources. 21C. In the event of termination, employee is responsible for the safe, complete return of all tools, equipment, components, resources, and supplies covered provided by Lynx which are currently still captured under the employee's remaining balance as part of the Lynx Employment Financial Relief Program. Employee is responsible for the financial costs associated with any damage or wear to these items. 22. In terms of this agreement, the terms of this agreement may only be amended, cancelled, or discharged by an official of the Lynx Corporate Legal Department. This letter shall be governed by the internal substantive laws of all Terran, Martian, and Jovian spaces. 23. We're almost done. Last screen. All provisions hereof are protected against a court of competent jurisdiction deeming them to be illegal, unenforceable, or void, and any such challenge shall have no effect on the continuance of such provisions of this agreement. I don't think that's how laws work. You can't just have a contract that says this contract isn't illegal. That's not how it works. You acknowledge 24. You acknowledge that you have had the opportunity to discuss this matter with and obtain advice from your private attorney, have had sufficient time to, and have carefully read and fully understand the provisions of this agreement and are knowingly and voluntarily entering into this agreement. To indicate you accept your acceptance of Lynx's offer, please provide your biometric ID in the space below. The terms and conditions of this agreement are recognized and fully enforceable in all Terran, Martian, and Jovian jurisdictions, and shall be governed by any and all internal substantive laws for all regions. A duplicate will be mailed to your records, or for your records. We look forward to welcoming you to the Lynx family. I am not going to skip trading, even though I have already played. I want the full experience of the new patch. Dang, I need water.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard. I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves. If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Welcome to Morgan Station. Oh.
Your automated Lynx onboarding experience will now begin. Please observe this important message.
Space. Boundless promise. Limitless resources. A brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us pave the way to the galaxy. I'm Calicia Rye Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars. His vision eventually brought us the railgates. Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the veins connecting all of modern civilization. And the people flowing through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history. Your dream may be to forge your own destiny one day. Well, work hard, heed your superiors, believe in the Lynx vision. Do this, and you too will get your chance. Your first step is to join our Ever Work program, the greatest gift we give our employees, turning death into an ongoing opportunity for learning and growth. With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Death is a fresh start. Yes! I want a fresh start!
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the Lynx EverWork Asset Replacement Program. Don't worry, pain levels during extraction are largely tolerable. Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your employment agreement, the process of genetic extraction will destroy your original body. Beginning extraction now. Extraction analysis and backup complete. Thank you. Beginning spare generation.
That wasn't in the agreement at all. Maybe the agreement changed between signing it and now. Everwork asset replacement successful! Congratulations, it is now safe to die, asterisk. Shipbreakers are responsible for the cost of biomaterials used in the Everwork process, and additional fee is required for the deaths that occur outside work hours. You may now proceed with salvage training. Good luck! Okay, well we're dead, which means that Lynx owns us now. Mind, body, and soul. There's a lot of stuff. Citizen report check. I have no idea what that necessarily is, but it costs $120,000. $360,000 for medical analysis. Transportation is $500,000, which is decently cheap. Well, I guess getting into space has become cheaper now. Seat selection fees $10,000. Kessler Passage $77,000. Luggage handling, including a 35% tip, $212,000. Automated onboarding, $1.2 million. That video we watched cost $1.2 million. Excellent. Lifeguard genetic backup storage, $500 million. Biomaterial refrigeration, $228 million. Equipment setup, $325 million. Equipment security deposit, $750,000. Equipment, we already read that. Degaussing, which is $875,000. Delousing was $1.5 million. Habitation fee, cleaning and repainting was $6.3 million. On-site training is $8 million. Helmet interface software update, just the update, is $800,000. Annual meal prep, $34.8 million. Waste management, $20 million. Immigration duty fee, $122 million. Entertainment library fee, just shy of $60,000. Tracking implant, $415 million. Salvage rights fee, including notaries, $1.4 million, which is actually pretty cheap considering how much money we're going to be getting from salvaging. Financial account setup fees, $5,000. Account maintenance fee is a $2,000 monthly fee. Administration, $500. And this report itself is $7.50. We only owe $1.252 trillion. It's practically a steal.
All right, breathe.
Oh, hey. We're just coming right here.
Everything's going to be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first spare.
Oh, I can't move.
Welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This year's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. All right, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient.
Wee.
Now let's get you flying. Activating your thruster controls now. Try moving around.
Forward, backward, right, left.
Now
Cool.
vertical control.
Up, down.
Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Alright. I have played this game quite a bit, so I do know the controls, but it's time. Like I said, I want to do the whole thing.
Used to be a cutter myself, you know. Till there was Those are early days in the tech, though, so never you mind about that. Oh, almost forgot the most important thing. Brakes. Get yourself going at a decent clip, and then test them out, why don't you?
Brakes are super nice.
All right. Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang thing. Would you just...
No. Kaboom.
There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying. These things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool. This fella here is a shipbreaker's bread and butter. This is how we move salvage around.
Salvage cannot be moved yet.
Activate the beam and hold it to grab an object and move it around, if it's not too heavy. Give it a go, and move one of these pieces into either furnace.
Oh, the small pieces. Okay.
When you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam. This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it. Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Let's move on to the bigger nanocarbon chunks now, shall we? You may have already noticed that these are too heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we can check out their structural makeup. Go ahead and boot it up. This mode of your scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting. You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
Can I not? There we go.
Cutting tool.
Cutting
has
tool.
two modes.
I just want 1 and 2.
First one is the stinger. Now, it's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
Oh. Wow, we have to get it real close.
That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor, look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right. Yeah, perfect. Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right, we're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Alright, just gonna push it with the force a bunch of times.
Well, okay. We're almost done getting this bay in shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there.
This one?
Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is. It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of. We're gonna have to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now. Now try changing the angle of the cut. We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your cutting tool. It'll split that big chunk clean in two. Go ahead and give her a whirl. I'm gonna turn on your salvage indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track how much you've salvaged and how much you've lost. For now, let's try and hit that first goal marker. And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more salvage goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting your certifications and ranking up.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Come on, get in there. There we go. Yay!
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there.
What else am I missing?
Fly on over back to the
This.
master jack. I'll put a marker on it so you can find it easy. When you get there, head
And
on
that.
in,
There it
and
is.
We'll get started.
Alright, there we go. Got 100% of the salvage. Now I have to very slowly move at my 2.56 meters per second. But once you get within range, you can just pull yourself in. Which is very useful for when you're running out of oxygen. I got $456,000 from that. Congratulations, Shipbreaker.
License upgraded.
We are now basic certification. And lo, she came unto us and freed us from our mechanical shackles, men unto men, machines unto machines.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. There's everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation something or other. Around here, we just call it your hab. Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll pick up your training in the morning. So sleep tight there, Cutter.
The window. Ooh. Do I not get to rest? It just forces me to rest? It forces me to rest. Cool.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Make the most of your shift by fanning the tiny sparks of effort into flames of profitability.
This logo isn't following the laws of reflection. Okay, wait, now it is. Okay, it's doing good. It's doing good. Yeah, no, that bounce there was not. That bounce there was not proper. That bounce there was super not proper. Okay, we're done. Unread messages will incur hourly data storage fee after 10 days. Reminder: minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Solar Standard Time each day. Failure to pay on time is considered a breach of contract. Thank you for your hard work and cooperation.
Rise and shine, Cutter. Hope you feel well rested. Ready to continue your training? Okay, let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
Messages. We have 6. I do wonder, like, will it actually start incurring a fee? I will leave this email unread for the next 10 days and see if it does. Certification.
Clear as mud? Don't worry, I'm here to walk you through the process. Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right, let's start a new shift and pick your first shift to work on.
Alright, certification system is our proprietary career progression tool for all our shipbreakers. It provides each employee with a fulfilling and promising future as part of the Lynx family. Certification ranks range from 1 as the entry point all the way up to rank 30, which is reserved for only our most accomplished employees. It is advised to review the certification tab in your HAB terminal as a guide to gain access to more tools, upgrades, ships, and hazard levels. Proving yourself as a loyal and skilled employee will reward you with fresh new challenges in the work bay. Good luck, Shipbreaker. Tools, scanner, structure mode. Structure mode is pre-installed on every optical cross-spectrum scanner unit in the standard issue Lynx worksuit. This mode is a core part of the Shipbreaker's toolkit, and as it lets you access the structural makeup of a ship, clearly demarcating hull panels, structural beams, and important cut points. The structure mode is the default mode when you activate your scanner, unless you were previously using a different mode. We already know about the financial relief. We've already kind of seen the salvage goals. Let's read about the ships. Because I do want to see if these things actually started incurring data charges. That would be interesting. New access, ship access, the Mackerel Station Hopper and the Mackerel Light Cargo. The Kleinco Mackerel is the most common ship model in the colonies. The light cargo model is used for civilian cargo and can contain a wide variety of objects. The Station Hopper transport is outfitted with ad terminals. Electrical safety is advised. Our ships are simply the best. Recent safety reports are wrong. Oh, I thought that was their company slogan. Glenda Madison, Junior Marketing Executive, Kleinco. Let's check out certification. Okay, so we need 20 MPs, which are something points. And then we'll get the ship grade 1. Oh, wait, we already got that. Yeah, we're looking for recruit, which requires 60. Or something, I think. I'm not sure. We do get 0 level ship hazards, which is nice. The most important thing is going to be here, getting to grapples. And then after that, it's just everything getting better. Alright. I do want to go to the start shift.
This screen shows which ships you have access to. Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got, or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
These are level 0 hazard levels, and they are all worth nothing. Cool. Let's do a station hopper. Station hoppers are... yeah, let's do a station hopper. Alright, so we want to salvage most of it, because that gets us a repair kit, which is very useful. Claiming a new ship will clear the salvage bay. Yep. So basically, if you get a new ship, all of the old ship just goes away.
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship if you can.
This thing doesn't even have engines.
Using the whole buffalo.
What? It doesn't...
You'll hit your search
What?
after that way.
Okay.
Start knocking out that bed of yours. I'll be observant and giving you any help if you need it.
This is an extremely torn down ship. It is already mostly salvaged, honestly. Alright, there we go. Let's just push you in that direction. Let's pull you down. Push you in that direction as well. Nope, that direction. That direction. There we go. Yeah, there is nothing in this ship. I can see why this was only worth 2.5 million. It has been forever since I've played the super early levels of this game. So I might be surprised at how poorly these initial ships do. Is there anything even in the cockpit? There's not even a chair? Wow, this is just the hull of the ship. It's just the nanocarbon and just the aluminum. This is... oh, and this door. Can't forget the door. Okay. Nope, other one. I could really use the tethers, but I can't actually, because I don't have them yet. This thing is very expensive. It's a little thruster. It's also decently heavy. So by pulling it off, then we should be able to get this thing going in the right direction. Don't go into the furnace! Don't go into the furnace! Processor, please. Good.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
And there's not even the airlock gate.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. Trust me, as soon Soon enough, you'll be stripping the huge Gecko-class freighters like nothing. Got my start, salvaging back down Earthside, in the droid scrapping biz. You know what made me come up here? One day, we got a batch of this particular model in. One of them kinds with synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people-looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture. Seems someone found a warehouse full of them. Mothballed for, 20 years or so. Since the AI ban took effect. Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things looked exactly like my stepbrother Jed. Even had the same slack-jawed expression. Now, Jed and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
Oh, I missed one. I may have had some experience with the mackerels. If you couldn't tell. I'm already rank 3 once I get into the thing. I've just noticed I don't have a fuel or air or even a time limit. So normally you have a 15-minute time limit, which I presume I'm going to get after this is done. Alright, this is going to be tricky, because I need that one to go that way, and this one to go up. There we go. You kind of go down. That thing is probably still too heavy, so I'm going to have to chop it in half.
Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Alright, let's cut this thing in half. And that looks like that's chopped all the way through. Still 4,000 pounds, because there's still a little bit there. And by pounds, I mean kilograms. There we go. Now it's 2 tons each. I should be able to just kind of push this thing that way. Nope, go up, please. Up, up, up. You can go into this one. Alright, it's just going to be easier to use the puncher. Cool. That should be everything. I should have salvage rank 5. I don't see anything else. Alright. That is 1 ship salvaged. 1 mackerel.
Final salvage goal reached. All rewards allocated.
Destroyed a panel, some nanocarbon, some glass, and some aluminum structure, but it wasn't too much. 4.4%. It's not too bad. And we also got a bunch of certification.
Certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
We're now rank 3. And most of the way to rank 4. So the next ship should get us rank 4, which gets us the tethers, which makes shipbreaking so much easier.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy the following inspirational message. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
Thank you, Hab Voice. Mini-Me! A perfect salvage of over 95%. Minimum payments are due. Yay! Which we haven't actually seen yet.
Now go ahead and pick another ship.
Okay. There's nothing in the employee terminal. There are. New ship, the Mackerel Heavy Cargo. A robust model built to transport heavy industrial goods or hazardous materials. Grapple strength can be upgraded to improve handling of its heavy structural elements. On behalf of my former colleague Granada, we apologize for the misstatement that the fuel efficiency of this model. In fact, it is positively adequate for the transport needs of many companies. Hazards fire. Lynx is committed to ensuring shipbreakers are exposed to hazard levels in ships only according to their proficiency level, and median estimated emotional adjustment time should death occur related to these hazards. If you have reached a clearance for hazard level 2, you may begin to encounter fire hazards in the form of fuel or flaming objects. Attention! Causing Lynx equipment or salvage goods to be damaged by fire hazards will result in credit deductions, as will damage to or destruction of your Lynx spare. The kiosk is your one-stop shop. Yeah, so we can get stuff. I'll read it. I read the whole thing. The whole contract, so I may as well read this. The Lynx Kiosk is your one-stop shop for all your shipbreaking needs. It dispenses all the items that any self-respecting shipbreaker wouldn't leave the hab without. At the kiosk, shipbreakers can find the following, courtesy of our affiliate suppliers: oxygen tanks, thruster fuel refills, med kits, tool repair kits, suit patch kits, demo charges, tethers cartridges. All of these are available for purchase at the market rates and already factor in your 1.7% employee discount on Tuesdays only. Genuine patch kits manufactured in Damascus, Earth. Alright, these three I'm keeping. Just to clarify, we don't have any upgrades for yeah, we can't affect the equipment at all, which presumably means... wrong one. This is the time that we'll get, fuel, air, the time limit, and, like, equipment degradation. We were able to get the hazard level 2 heavy cargo, but there are no heavy cargos, so let's do another station hopper. Let's do a light cargo. Mix it up a bit. Once we get to level 2, we should be upgraded so that we can get the tethers, so that's what I'm looking forward to. Once we get through this ship, basically.
Alright, hold up a second there.
Nope.
Sir. Because you increased your rank, we're going to give you the next grade.
Not holding up.
Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're going to want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look.
There it is.
Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Let's give it a go.
The engines are very nice. There's no electronics in this ship, so the ship should be depressurized entirely with no option to, with no option to do that, which means I can come around the back immediately and pull out the thruster block. As far as I know, you can absolutely slash the thruster block in half and destroy it, which kind of sucks, which is why I use the precision mode to cut it out. Alright, and let's go inside. After pulling out the airlock control.
Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Lynx regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Salvage deposit accepted.
part. Great. This goes into the panel, or the processor.
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
This, once I get it disconnected, goes in there.
Salvage secured. Applying.
Alright. Looking at the kiosk. Oh, you want me to actually go to the kiosk? Nah, I'll just stay here and tear the ship apart real quick. I'll go to the kiosk when I, oh. Well, my oxygen is not going down, actually. So, I don't see why I shouldn't be able to just stay here and completely obliterate this ship. Yeah, I'm not losing any oxygen or fuel by doing this.
Credits deposited.
Although I might... Ooh.
Salvage
Take the suit patch kit.
confirmed. Applying credits.
Take the tool repair kit. Alright. It might soft lock me in the thing if I don't do it. Or make me have to do a second shift. Work by profit.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Access the kiosk. Cool.
Good stuff, Gunner. Pretty easy, right? All right. I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you hit the next rank. Weaver out.
And now I'm starting to lose oxygen. Good. By good, I mean not good. Unfortunately, in the early game, you don't get enough oxygen to withstand the even... So you have to refill more than twice if you want the full 15 minutes. Which I just noticed, there is no 15 minutes. There's a light here that goes on the barge, but I don't care. This goes onto the barge.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
See, I lost 3,468 credits for the light,
Salvage secured.
which is
Credit applied.
no money. There is an oxygen tank here, which is nice, so we don't have to go all the way to the kiosk. Let's pull this out. Actually, let's empty the cockpit first. Storage bins.
Deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage accepted. Credit.
And we are now level 4. Once we get to the hab. I don't like chopping up the aluminum if I don't have to, so I use the precision thing anytime that I need or that it's up against aluminum. That's gonna be hard to. Ooh, there's a food pack. It's gonna be hard to get out without blowing up the ship and everything. So let's just be very careful about this. Can I pull this out? Yes, I can. If I try very hard and orient it properly, boom. Now I should be able to
Salvage
get at
registered.
the
Transferring credits.
this thing. This thing goes in the processor. Boom. Oh. It also goes in the furnace, but I think the processor, the nanocarbon, is a little bit more useful. Or money. We'll try to see on the thing. Be carefully cut that out.
Valuable object
The aluminum was 28 grand and the titanium was... Yeah, that was not worth it. Okay, that goes into the furnace then, to get the most out of it. Good to know for future reference. Let's get the butt of this ship off. Ugh, out of range. £5,000? Oh, it's got fuel on it. It's got this stuff, yeah. Boom. There's probably one in there. But I don't know how to get to beyond there. Alright, so let's get the... Let's come in here. Let's cut this up. Avoid the fuel tank. Mouse, please work. Thank you. The airlock cannon will get sliced to bits if you are not careful. So it'll work very gently around the airlock. There we go. Let's push that in there. Airlock could go down.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Processing valuable deposit.
Alright, I'll get one light. One light goes in there.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okay. This thing weighs a ton. A literal ton. 1.2 tons to be exact. Let's get that off.
Make your way back to the
That.
kiosk
Ooh.
on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. We were out.
Synthetic and delicious oxygen extracted from comet ice.
Kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2. Stat. We were out.
I don't like that it does the message twice. I've noticed that. I wonder if that's like a bug or something. Alright, there we go. That can go there. Let's try to push that away. Push that towards the processor. Push this towards the furnace.
Accepted for processing.
If it can go to the furnace, please. Not the processor. Good. So the maws to these little buckets invoke a pull force, and so something that gets like caught right up against the right up against the entrance there can get sucked in. We'll definitely see that with the gecko. I tend to have the most problem with the gecko with that. The aft end of the gecko. This is why I would love to have the tethers. Because having to just like punch these things into the right buckets is kind of annoying.
Secured. Account credit applied. Valuable object accepted.
Alright, we're down to these. The aft end of this is a couple tons, which we should be able to push into the processor there.
Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
That's the only thing preventing this from getting pushed into the processor. We have a soft crate that goes into the barge.
Salvage deposit legend.
Alright, and now all that's left is this stuff. We have the pipe junctions, which I don't know how necessarily to disconnect from the wall. Maybe we can use these cut points here.
Processor deposit accepted.
They can! Excellent.
Awarded.
It is 1,000 kilograms, though, so it's going to take a little bit of effort to get out. Let's work on... can we push this perchance towards the furnace? No, it's just not going to budge at all. Alright, let's try cutting it down lengthwise this time. Except I want this to get out of the way. So let's push this towards the thing. We don't have a time limit. so I don't know why I'm necessarily rushing. I just always feel rushed. So let's cut it lengthwise this time.
Object accepted for processing. Credit deposited.
Awesome. Now we have two halves, both of which will just probably go into this, that furnace there. And that should be it for this ship.
Raw material accepted. All salvage goals achieved. Reward maximized.
Uh-oh. I'm missing some pieces. I don't need it. It's going to be like an extra $3,000 or something. Can I pull myself closer? Thank you. But you have not been recycled yet. Please get in there. What else am I missing? Looks like that's it, actually. So please, hurry up and get into the furnace.
Raw material deposited.
There we go. Can I pull myself along? Like Spider-Man? You can and will kill yourself if you pull yourself too hard without the time it requires to break. I'm going to fill up my oxygen and thruster fuel now, so I don't have to do it at the beginning of next session. $5.1 million. Not too shabby. If we look through here, a lot of it's the aluminum paneling. The airlock is expensive. Yeah, the nanocarbon, fuel tanks. Man, the fuel tanks are expensive too. That's good to know. Yay, rank 4! I can get the tethers.
Upgraded.
The tethers are the most important part. And we also get salvage rank 3, I think, or danger 3.
Hello, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy this inspirational message. The last 10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
That's not inspirational at all. New ship access, the Mackerel Exolab. Typically used for deep space research, the Mackerel Exolab is outfitted with a wide variety of scientific instrumentation. Extract this fragile equipment carefully and beware of electrical hazards. My predecessor Ted incorrectly stated that there were frequent electrocutions aboard Exolabs. Actually, these electrocutions are still being investigated. Congratulations, you are now qualified to handle electrical hazards during salvage. Due to regulatory rollbacks introduced in 2299, Link Salvage does not do a preliminary exam of ships to disconnect potential electrical hazards. We believe our shipbreakers are well suited to handle such dangers, and the long-term savings are highly beneficial. Electrical components may arc when removed, impact, or damaged, causing other objects to be electrified, including the shipbreaker themselves. This can cause damage to the Link's spare and Link's equipment. Caution is advised. And we finally get the payment screen. Okay, so we do have a 0.01% interest, which is $124,000 a day. Nightly genetic backup. Leasing the bay, transportation of the salvage, renting the hab, and the hab utilities. That's just $12,500 per day. Renting the cutter tool, the grapple tool, the helmet, the scanner, the suit, and the thruster, for a total of about $500,000 a day. Complete the tutorial. Yay!
Hey, Cutter. I'm looking at the stats coming from your bay, and it's looking like you're really gonna make your way around here. It's time to learn about how to upgrade your equipment. Some of the more advanced tools you'll soon have at your disposal. head on over to your workbench in the equipment room and we'll see about upgrading your tools.
Home decor. Alright. Equipment.
I'll read this straight from the manual. Lynx rewards hard work and learning by giving shipbreakers access to tool improvements and new equipment. Reaching salvage goals is essential for becoming a master shipbreaker. Basically, they want to make sure you prove yourself first, before giving you the big guns. Completing salvage goals will net you shiny Lynx tokens. Use those tokens here to get yourself some new gear. So let's get going and learn about one of the most important tools in a shipbreaker's toolbox, tethers. Go ahead.
Yes. Tethers. Purchase the license for remote contiguous van der Waals medium tensor, or tether. Tethers can be deployed to establish two electromagnetic anchors that pull objects along a field medium. Yes, please. Hold to confirm.
Repeat after me, Cutter. Tethers are your friends. Now, have a quick read, and let's hop back in the bay.
An enhancement to the standard handheld utility gripple, the contiguous van der Waals tether field system, or simply tethers, reduces the need for multiple shipbreakers to move a single heavy object, a versatile tool in the hands of a skilled worker. The introduction of tethers led to the second greatest increase in salvaging efficiency in Lynx history, only losing out to the real protein breakfast meal discontinued in 2262. Tethers are easy and intuitive to use. Press and hold your grapple's secondary trigger to place the first contact point, drag the connection to another object, and then release the trigger to complete the connection. Tethers automatically retract to pull connected objects together. They can also be used to pull objects into the processor, furnace, or barge for efficient and quick salvaging. I'll also read the other upgrades. The grapple makes revolutionary use of the van der Waals force to project an impressively strong and seemingly gravity-defying pull through a projected medium, a shipbreaker staple. And the push module creates a van der Waals bubble, or van der Waals field bubble that collapses safely and pushes the object away. Co-developed by the Tokyo Astrosciences Research Institute and renowned physicist X. Bakara. We also have the Delhi Stinger 32,000 or 3200 W/M2 550 degrees Celsius high precision sustained beam head is a standard issue tool head for the new members and associated interns of Lynx salvage teams. The Delphi Split Saw 7900 watts per square meter. Yeah, okay. 3200 watts per square meter, 7900 watts per square meter, 8,800 degrees Celsius bifurcated beam splitting head fires a splitting beam for speedier and more capable ship disassembly. The cutting head can be rotated for easier use. Our thrusters can't do anything. The cross-spectrum scanner originally developed for gate security screening. This mode performs real-time spectral analysis. A software catalog is consulted to determine the makeup of objects. Helmet and the worksuit and demo charges there's nothing there. We do have stickers. We got a detail-oriented. We got 2 of the mini-me's for 95% salvage efficiency. Oh, and complete the tutorial. Safety third. I wonder if that's a reference to posters confirm. I can't do anything with it. Cool. But yeah, I wonder if that's a reference to, well, there's your problem. Oh, I didn't mean to start shift. I meant to go to the employee terminal to see if I was fired. Let's go back, actually. Back. Employee terminal. Wrong way. No messages. I am not fired. Good. Let's take a look out the window. It's very pretty. Okay. Now let's start the shift. We just have training. The training ship. Start training. Okay.
Let me tell you how to use these things. Tethers are more powerful than the beam of your grapple. They're great for moving super heavy salvage. Try it out.
Tether cube.
Hold the secondary input
Tether cube.
to begin placement.
Tether cube.
The salvage to move to.
Tether cube.
The input to create the
Tether cube.
Great.
Tether
Now,
cube.
what if you want to get rid of the tethers you've already placed? There's a cancel command you can send, but take note that it clears all of your tethers. Go ahead and try it now. Yeah, there you go. Now, you've got unlimited tethers during this training exercise, but after this, when you need more, you'll have to buy them from the kiosk. Let's see how well you can handle them. Try and clear out a bunch of that scrap. You can stack multiple tethers on one object to increase the pull force. You can also chain objects of any size together to move them as a group. I've seen some cutters do incredible things with a daisy chain of tethers. All right. Well done, Cutter. Like I said, tethers are your friends. Once you get the hang of them, you can get pretty creative on how you use them. Now, when you're ready, let's go back to the hab and continue with the day.
Transferring credit.
Alright, cool. It doesn't look like I'm actually getting any money or certifications from this, so let's just go back to base. Yep. Oh, got $35. Woo! Mars Village was born of the early space rush and is now governed by a coalition known as the Mars Orbital Confederation.
Hello, Shipbreaker 9346-52. Lynx would like to share the following inspirational message. Some people dream of great salvage, while other people get up every morning and make it happen.
Very inspiring, Hab voice. We lost. Cool. That counted as a day. Excellent. Good. Excellent. Thanks, dude, for costing me $500,000. We still just have the 3 messages. Do we get a date on when those were sent? Nope. Cool. I think we're like day 4 or something. Alright, let's start a shift. Let's do a real ship this time. Hazard level 3. Do we have any heavy cargoes? Let's do a heavy cargo. I think the Exolab might be more expensive. Let's start with something that I know and am familiar with. The nice, easy heavy cargo. One person's trash is another person's livelihood.
Cutter, it is my distinct honor and privilege to introduce you to the rest of the crew in our sector. Sound off, everyone.
Hey, Rook. Name's Liz. I was the worm until you showed up, so thank you. Now I get to do the hazing. What are you talking about? We don't do that. Welcome aboard. Don't listen to her. I'm Dee. Kai! Your mic's still messed up.
How about now?
Better.
Oh, hey, I'm Kaido. Kai.
Mic's still busted, huh?
Oh, yeah, still waiting on the wreck to get approved.
Heaven forbid they give us functional gear.
I'm sure they're working on it as fast as they can. Cutter, I added you to the sector comms channel. It can get lonely out here. Helps to check in with each other from time to time. All right, enough chit-wagging. Let's get back to it. Weaver out.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Later, Rook.
So we have Lou, what's-her-face, the guy with the broken mic. Cool. I was only half paying attention. Because I've got 15 minutes to cut this ship up and send it on its way. Ooh, it's got 2 engines. Or, correction, 4 engines. 2 on each side. Alright. This has not been severed, because we've still got these. And those. That's been severed. That's been severed. Good. Just waste some tethers. Yeah, that happens.
Credits transferred.
Cool. This thing is still connected up here. Now, it should be good. 300 kilograms is enough to do that. Let's tether that. Let's cut the other engine off. Actually, while we're coming around back here, let's get the thrust plate. We don't get fancy-dancy engines yet. Unfortunately, those things are very expensive. Very delicious. At least as far as I remember. Why aren't you moving? Why aren't you moving, dude? There we go. Alright, let's get the top one down. We've got 11 minutes.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Need to grab it by the little thing in the middle, because otherwise the panels will fall off, and then it's just a bit more of a hassle. Alright, let's come inside, start tearing it apart.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Object processed. Transferring credits.
Let's cut that, cut this, and this, and this, and that, and that. That should be enough. Let's put that up there. I think that, yeah. Of course, this thing flipped over. Which means we're gonna have to go down to pull it off. So we can throw these things into the barge, so we can throw this into the processor. Let's pull that thing down. We have a fuel tank. Fuel tank goes into the barge. That goes into the processor.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Food pack. Garbage. Barge. I thought those were soft crates. They are not soft crates. We have fuel here. I don't see oxygen, though, unfortunately. So we will have to go get oxygen the normal way. We have an asteroid shard that's kind of in the way, but we'll deal with that later once we get the roof off. I am starting to run out of oxygen, though. So I'll probably finish emptying out the cockpit here. Then go on with getting oxygen.
Make your way back to the kiosk on the
Alright.
platform to fill up your O2. Blue ain't your color. Trust me on this one. Weaver out.
Yeah, come on.
Sir, I need you to head back to the kiosk.
Yes, you told me it once.
Fill up your O2 stat. Weaver out.
You've already told me. Oxygen, thruster pack. Let's get the tethers while we're at it. Just fill up on everything. It does cost money, but honestly, it's not too terribly much money. What is this? You. It should be in there.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Okay, let's come back in here. Let's get the rest of this stuff out. There should be a power box somewhere in here. Or a power switch. I don't have the electrical systems on my scanner yet, so I can't exactly search for it. But hopefully it's going to be on this side. There it is. Cool. Let's cut this thing up. Boom. Let's get the power cell out. It goes down there. Hopefully that's turned off the computer terminals, so they shouldn't spark anymore when I pull them out. I think that's how it works. Still don't know exactly all of the mechanics on this. How all this behaves. And we're about halfway done with the shift. Hopefully I can quickly finish this up. Very carefully hit just that. Okay. Connect you, connect you. Let's throw you into the furnace. Well, it bounced. Hopefully it bounced towards the furnace. And then you go to the barge, which is up now, because I've got myself twisted around, which is fine, as long as I just remember where I am.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Okay, that thing goes into the furnace. You don't have anything on the bottom? No, good. Alright, let's throw the rock into the furnace as well, if I can. I cannot. Let's throw the rock into the furnace as well. There we go. Alrighty. Let's separate the cockpit from the rest of the ship, as well as this one over here. Cut, cut, cut. Boom. Alright, so we've got the nanocarbon outer hull, which goes into the processor, and the aluminum inner, which goes into the furnace. I think everything is out of that needs to be out of that. Hopefully. There might be a airlock control console that's going to get destroyed.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Five minutes left.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Okay. Don't cut the fuel tank.
Sir, you're looking at roughly 5 minutes left in this shift. Keep on at it. We're out.
Should be plenty of time. We've still got 8 tethers left, which should be enough tethers, because all we have is a couple frames left. We do have this butt end, actually, now that I'm looking at it, which I haven't cut off, which I need to cut off. But it should just be the butt end, and then these... everything else goes into its proper place. Oh, and there's a roof tile that I forgot. Roof tile goes processor. Butt end goes processor. Panel goes there. Alright, let's go to the... let's go get some oxygen. I forgot to get the fuel. But that shouldn't be too big a factor, and hopefully those tethers will do everything they needed. If I can withstand just a little bit longer of oxygen. Alright, I'll just buy oxygen. Oxygen, just for fuel tethers. There we go. Finally got processed. That was a good day. Should have gotten, yeah, close to 7 million. Panel nanocarbon was good. Really, was that most of it? I feel like that couldn't have been most. I guess the fuel tanks were 1 million, the nacelle was 1 million. Yeah. Still feel like this shouldn't add up to 7. Yay, I'm a novice!
License level increased.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, Rook. You ever think about starting your own business out there? You know, be your own boss? I swear, one day, I'll get a decent belt runner and make my own money. Maybe bring my old man along to help sniff out the good rock. My dream is to tinker with ship design. Maybe build some machinery to help with heavy-duty mining. Make it safer. If we ever both get out of here, I'd hire you in a heartbeat. If you don't end up coming with me, I hope you get to make your own way out there. Definitely ping me if you do. Blue out.
Alright. Oh, it's bedtime.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
What, no inspirational message? Alright, we got the Atlas Scout. Solar winds at your back, cosmic dust flying by, the speed of a comet at your fingertips. Meet the Atlas Scout, purpose-engineered for getting away and back in the blink of an eye. Sporting a pair of Starleap proprietary quasar thrusters, the Scout ensures you're able to cover a lot of ground quickly. Atlas, powerful, depending, enduring, the foundation of a better world. Hazard Level 4. With Hazard Level 4, Link Salvage welcomes you into the ranks of potential high earners. The extraction of reactors from ships is the most valuable duties an employee can perform. We expect the utmost care when engaging with the variety of reactor setups you will encounter. Retrieval of an intact reactor is your highest priority during every salvage operation. It is advised to clear a path from to the barge for the safest extraction. Reactors will become unstable once removed from their protective housing and can cause severe damage to surrounding objects. Failure to extract a reactor safely is also a failure to comply with your expected performance standards. Please ensure you talk to your supervisor if you considered your ability to safely extract a reactor is a risk factor. Slowly chipping away at the debt.
I think it's time for you to learn about the mother lode of any ship. The reactor. Most dangerous part of shipbreaking. But you got this. Continue when you're ready, Cutter.
Let's go to the terminal. We still don't have any new messages. Let's see what's on the plate for us. So we got 5, which unlocked a bunch of stuff, actually. The range, grapple, thrusters speed will be nice. O2 capacity is also going to be nice. Yeah. Cool, so we did get a bunch of things. Let's go to the living space. Let's go to the kitchen, see what we can do here. We can do posters. That's it. Oh, I can change the posters. Cool. Alright, equipment room. Let's start trying to upgrade stuff. Because we've got a few Lynx tokens. First priority, I want a speed upgrade. A larger combustion chamber and narrower exhaust port increases the effective amount of force produced by the thrusters. No, I have to hold it. Cool. Let's get the O2. A larger oxygen tank is the simplest, easiest, and cheapest method for increasing the amount of air for working. Their bulk, however, can make inexperienced bay workers uncomfortable, even in 0G. Do we have anything for the work suit? Introduce shock-absorbing joints to the suit that will decrease the force of impacts while allowing the suit to flex more. Ever wanted to be able to hear in space? Cutting-edge Lynx tech allows your suit to resynthesize audio from nearby hazards in unpressurized areas. We don't have any demo charges yet. We can get the systems scan mode, which will be nice. Lynx's proprietary interface projects a wide band of EM waves to determine not just the density, but material state and even chemical makeup of objects to interpret ship subsystems. We are burning through our credits here. Durability drain rate could be nice. I do want the range, but I more care about that. Let's do... the range of that is going to be nice. Max tethers is going to be really nice. I think I can get both of those, though. A revised circuit board layout between the mount and the main power unit allows for a hefty increase in power and, in turn, a greater effective range for the field medium. So let's get that. Let's also adjust the operational cap of the tether system for more simultaneous fields. The duration upgrade is going to be nice, which is rank 7. We'll get there eventually. What is our equipment durability, actually? We're all at 100%. Good. And I have 10 repair kits. Cool. Start a shift. Oh, more training. Of course. Oh, it's going to be the reactor training. Cool. I was like, man, what do they have to train us on? Okay. Fun fact, the word sticker originates from the word stick, which means to stick to.
I remember my first reactor pull. I was shaking like a leaf. You got less on the line now, but still. Let's try to do this without a critical meltdown. Looks like this ship's reactor's toward the aft, but there are lots of different configurations out in the wild. Okay, we're only focused on one thing right now. Pull the reactor and get it on the barge. As soon as you disconnect the reactor from this ship, it'll start to melt down. So act fast and make sure you have an exit strategy ahead of time.
Yeah, that's the key part. It's really just for these macros, it's pretty simple. And especially for these ones where the reactor's just there in the back. It's just basically pull the flooring out, and then it's a straight shot into the barge from there. Is there anything attached to that? Yes. Cool. And there is oxygen in this ship. And we also have a full ship to dismantle, so we actually get money. And so instead of this training costing us $500,000...
Should just slide out of her coolant casing with a good yank from your grapple. Try to have your extraction fully planned out before disconnecting it from the ship.
I don't like using the laser beam mode necessarily. Alright, in future times we're going to have to use this console to safely disengage the reactor and the thrust plate and all that sort of stuff. Thankfully we don't have to worry about that just yet, and when we do have to worry about it, hopefully there will be a tutorial, because back in the previous days there was a tutorial and you learned about that mechanic the hard way, mostly by dying. Cool. So now we got the reactor uncovered. The path to the base is complete. Let's get the fuel tank out of here first, actually. I'd rather not have things explode because it tends to start sparking and doing exciting things. Can I very carefully get just that? You are not able to get pulled free because of reasons. I don't know why those reasons are, so let's just continue chopping off the outer hull. Be careful. Okay, there's nothing actually stored up here. Good. Alright, let's get the stuff salvaged. We do not have a time limit, thankfully, so we can just work. Oh, that's why you're so heavy. Because I forgot to take the engines off first.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Boom. Let's get the fuel tank out. This thing should be able to go into the processor. Fuel tank should be able to go down. Let's pull the power cell off. Cool, cool. Let's get that off. Let's go around the back, get the thrust plate off. Ooh, antenna.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Notice my grapple is still 100%. Which presumably means I don't yet have the tutorial on equipment degradation, which is also very nice. Alright, let's take off the starboard side. If we can. In order to do that, we're going to actually have to take off the front. So let's not worry about it just yet. Let's instead do the reactor. And by reactor, I mean we'll pull off the aft end.
Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Let's be very careful. We don't want to activate the piping. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something that was up there, which looks like it's gone already. So let's take this thing out. Let's take the piping out. We do have a thruster, actually. That's nice. Can we pull this thing down? No. Possibly. Maybe. If we're very careful about it. Yes. Alright, processor time. Cool. Alright, the aft end is free. Do I need to actually activate? Yes. Alright, let's take out the reactor finally. Let's just go straight down.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Womp.
Well, congrats, Cutter. You're certainly picking this stuff up faster than I did back in the day. Okay, I'm gonna leave you to it till you get to the next range. Until then, remember this. Measure twice, cut once. The tethers are your friends. Good luck out there, Cutter. We were out.
Okay. Can I... Ooh, I pulled the thing out. Oh. Actually, secondarily, I need to activate. Okay. I can't activate the thruster ejection switch. Hopefully that means the thruster is already ejected. I can just pull it straight out. I cannot pull it straight out because the ejection switch is unpowered because I forgot to click it while I still had power, which means I'm going to have to... Alright. Pull it this way, actually. We're just going to put the whole thing into the barge. There we go.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Fuel needs to not go into the processor.
Salvage deposit registered. Account Account credited.
There's that.
Processing object.
Alright, let's get the roof off. This goes into the furnace. So that goes there. That goes there. While we're here, we have O2 canister, we have fuel and O2 over there, we have some suit patch kits, which we don't need because our suit's not damaged, but the repair kit, which we could always use for when our equipment starts dying. Before we take the flight deck completely off,
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
let's pull these things out.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alrighty.
Applying credit.
I did that the wrong way, didn't I? That goes there. That goes there. I've got 3 tethers left. Which might be enough. That will be enough, actually. So let's take the oxygen. Let's take... the thruster fuel, which I destroyed accidentally. Good job, me. Cool. I think this is actually light enough. I can just toss it directly into the furnace with 3 tethers.
Cutter, you're out of tethers. Get yourself over to the kiosk to buy some more.
Cool. Ship salvaged.
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
What am I missing? There's nothing I'm missing. Yes, there is. The thrust plate. There it is.
Object processed. Credits deposited.
Bam. Cool. $8 million. Nice tidy 8 million. Almost down to below.
New certification level awarded.
Level 6!
Upgrade.
Yay! The Delhi Class 4 Modular Shear Laser was developed to be a shipbreaker's all-purpose cutting tool. Lynx advises against using extremely high-powered split saw to slice any manner of baked good. Ooh, we have a message.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Howdy, Rook. So, this can be, an awkward subject, but you've probably noticed Lynx doesn't take great care of us. Up until maybe 100 years ago, workers like us would sometimes form these groups called unions and go toe-to-toe with the company. They'd argue for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Lynx was actually part of getting rid of them, but some of us are trying to bring it back. I can tell you're a good person and a hard worker. The company will use you up. It's just built that way. So I thought you might be interested in the Union News Group. There are new messages every couple of days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just keep it on the down low. The others don't know about it. Weaver and Dee are a bit too by the book. Kaido is just too anxious. Poor kid. But I wanted you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. Okay, spiel over. See you in the yard, Rook. Blue out.
Pretty sure associating with unions is explicitly against the trading contract.
Good morning, Cutter 9346-52. Today's weather report, clear and sunny, with a high of minus 270 degrees.
Nice. New ship access, the Atlas Nomad. In the vast expanse between ports, the only person you have to depend on is yourself. Only one ship is built for a life on the rails, the Atlas Nomad. Designed for the independent hauler, the Nomad's spacious sleeper cabin is a home away from home, boasting every essential amenity. With 3 rugged quasar thrusters, ample cargo space, and modular exterior storage, the Nomad is truly the answer for long-distance, long-term hauling. Hazard level 5. Congratulations, you have reached one of the major milestones in Shipbreaker career progression, gaining access to the #1 cause of death in the Shipbreaker profession. Pressurization. Some ships you encounter may or may not be pressurized or contain pressurized pockets. Breaching these spaces incorrectly can cause explosive decompression, which can cause damage to valuable salvage and Lynx equipment. To depressurize properly, Lynx advises the use of a standard atmosphere regulators located throughout a ship. Lynx strictly prohibits shipbreakers intentionally using explosive decompression, so-called controlled decompressions, to extract rapid salvage. Reminder that your activity while in the salvage bay is monitored. Note, some ships may come with a damaged atmosphere regulators, which does not allow for an authorized and safe decompression procedure. Alright. I think my goal for today is to get below 1.2 trillion.
Hey, Cutter. You're going to start getting pressurized ships now. Lou and I will show you the ropes when you're ready.
Is this going to be another training thing? Hopefully it's a full-on ship. 5 messages. These 3 that I'm still not going to read. Hey, Rook. Hey again, Rook. Just wanted to say, I'm impressed by how quickly you're picking things up. Not sure what kind of work you've done before, but you're a natural cutter. You probably noticed Lynx doesn't exactly take great care of us. I don't blame them. They don't really have a reason to. Up until about 100 years ago, workers like us would make groups called unions and fight for better wages, safer work, decent hours, that kind of thing. Basically balance things so people don't just get exploited to hell. Lynx was actually key in getting rid of all that. But there's a group of shipbreakers now trying to bring back the idea of a union. Change things for the better. Did you know Lynx keeps your DNA even if you leave the job? Yes, I did. Or that those whole panels you get 10 credits for are resold at 1,000 apiece? That's the kind of thing these folks want to change. Anyway, it's all hush-hush. The Lynx stomps it out right quick. But I see that you're a good person and a hard worker. I'll tell you now, they're going to use you up and you'll get nothing for it. I put you on a list for news from the group. It comes every couple days. Read them, don't read them, trash them, whatever. Just please don't report me. I just wanted you to have the info. I was glad someone gave it to me when I was new. Sender, undisclosed, unverified. Welcome! For authorized members only, thank you for signing up for the Salvage Workers Unite newsletter. We are happy you're here. As our group grows, so does our ability to affect positive change for all shipbreakers. As a reminder, the activities of this group are only for authorized members. Please respect the mission and the privacy of your fellow members and do not share outside the group. We wish to improve work conditions and ensure that the voices of shipbreakers are heard and respected. We intend to coordinate with the Stellar Commission and start negotiations with the company around policy changes. Here are the key demands we intend to bring forward. Cancel the debt. The dangerous work of a shipbreaker should not come with crippling debt owed to the company that profits off that work. We demand the debt be cancelled immediately. Workplace safety. While shipbreaking is a dangerous task, there are unnecessary risks involved due to company policies or quotas. We demand improvements that would be greatly decrease the risk of injury or death. Investigate contract clauses. We demand that the shipbreaker contract be audited by the Stellar Commission to ensure human rights are honored. In particular, the clauses around ownership of genetic sequences of shipbreakers. Thank you again for joining us. Solidarity is strength, and we are on the path to improve all of our lives. Salvage Workers Unite. So we got 6. We got some more upgrades. 7 is the Javelin tanker. That's a fun ship. But I think I'm gonna need something to do with the where is it? Demo charge before I can actually start effectively taking apart the javelins. I think. Let's unlock some stuff. I'm looking for overheat cooldown is nice. The grapple's range and strength would be nice. Let's get the strength. Subscribe to the Salvage Division R&D team for onboard software updates to enhance the strength of the grapple. On top of that, you'll be a part of our premium mailing list and get a weekly newsletter. Cool. We can upgrade the force of the push. We don't have anything by order of... we do have braking rate, which is going to be nice. Let's just do some laser cutters. Increasing the range could be nice. Purchase Delhi Lenses replacement plan for the Stinger. New lenses are manufactured in Earth orbit and guaranteed to arrive scratchless or your money back. Purchase an Electro Wet Self-Cleaning Lens for your cutter. Buildup of dust can significantly stunt the effective range of split saw sheared laser heads, which have been sitting in storage. I have 12 repair kits. Probably another training. Yay! Training ship. I have been recording for 2 hours. I don't think I'm going to get below 1.2 trillion. I kind of want to do one of those new ships, though. The, like the scouts and stuff.
Alright. Our friend Lou thinks she's the expert on pressurized ships. So, I'm gonna let her take the lead on this one.
You give me a hard time, but you know I'm good. Okay, Rook, time for the fun stuff. And by fun, I mean incredibly dangerous.
You're in good hands. Take it away, Lou.
Danger.
Okay, first rule. Always scan ahead. Ships can have pockets of pressure anywhere inside them. Let's have a look. Activate your scanner now. Your scanner shows the pressure state of every compartment. Red labels are unpressurized. Green are pressurized. Cut between a red room and a green room, and boom, violent decompression.
The correct term is explosive decompression.
Explosive, same deal. If we cut this ship now, it pops. Only safe way in is through an airlock. If you can't find one, they show up on your scanner too.
It's on the port side. Can I... Ah! You're removing my ability to strip this ship before I can follow the tutorial. Boo. Alright.
Good. Now cycle the airlock. Should be a switch in there. And you're in. From inside, you can safely depressurize with an atmosphere regulator. Should be one nearby. Give it a go.
It's usually right on top.
Hey! All right, look! Either you're a fast learner or I'm an amazing creature. Now, sometimes you're gonna have to depressurize a ship violently.
Explosively?
Explosively. Soon as you hear that warning, grab onto something. Seriously, you don't want to get stuck through a 1-inch hole factor. Believe me, it's unpleasant. Sometimes different areas of the ship have their own pressurization systems. So remember, always scan ahead. Now, hey Weaver, why don't you take the rest of the day off and I'll demo my patented reactor rodeo technique.
Nah, that's all right there, Lou. Thank you very much.
Oh, hot tip. You know all the supplies you can buy at the kiosk? You can actually scrounge a lot of that stuff for free from the ship.
Come on now, Lou. You know that's against the regs.
want us to spend every penny at the company store.
It's also not safe. Nor sanitary.
Come on, what?
You know,
Oh,
as long
I don't
as
have
the stuff's
tethers.
Floating around and all that grime and dust.
They're vacuum sealed, Weaver.
Oh, probably well past their expiry date.
Okay, well, it's not like I'm saying to steal power cells and flip them on the black market.
Look, Lou, I need you to try and follow the rules now, you hear?
Yeah, whatever, boss. Catch you later, Rook. Lou out.
Cutter, I encourage you not to huff any old can of oxygen you find, but if you do, please just monitor your vitals after. Oh, and for God's sake, don't eat anything you find. Anyway, have a good shift. Holler if you need me. Weaver out.
The thing about so everything is been depressurized except for the airlock now. So that's just something to keep in mind. You do need to cycle the airlock. Otherwise you're going to get a bit of a nasty surprise when you start shearing off the side of the ship that the airlock is on.
Applying credit.
12 minutes. Dang, we do have a timer now that I got inside the ship.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Let's take off. Let's not worry about that just yet.
Salvage deposit
Let's get the door out and the thruster out,
processing object. Applying credits to account.
and then we'll worry about power. Cutters are still. None of my equipment is taking damage. Nope. Into the processor side. Cool. The thruster is still connected. While we're out here, let's take out the antennas.
Salvage registered.
Those antennas are gone. Let's get these things out. Can I grab it by the... There we go.
Processing valuable deposit. Credit transferred.
One more antenna. I need to take out the roof as well.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Which goes to the processor. It's all nanocarbon, so I can cut straight across like this. Boop. Cut. Cut. Cut.
Valuable object.
There we go.
Credit awarded.
Cool beans. Looks like we do have this thing, which can go as well. The coolest of beans. Let's toss this into the furnace. Let's toss this into the furnace as well. There is that thing. Hopefully, with minimal risk of rupture. Hopefully that means 0 risk of rupture. Let's cut part of this roof so we can go out. So we can go around to the back, pull the thruster out, toss it. Alright, we got this lovely dovely reactor here.
Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transfer.
Kinda want... Where is the... There's a reactor.
Object accepted.
Electrical... There it is.
Deposited.
Okay. Let's pull some of this stuff out. And then get at the inside.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
The interior was still pressurized. But that just helped me separate the bridge from the rest of the ship. So that's fine. Now the consoles should be able to come straight out without damage.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
7 minutes left. I think I'm on track for a decent salvaged speed. I'm gonna need to get fuel and oxygen at least here soon. Thankfully there's an oxygen can beneath me. Bottle. Bottle goes in here. Boom. Alright, I think that's everything out of the inside that I care about. So let's pull that there. Let's pull that up to there. Let's get our oxygen. That is oxygen. Let's pull out these repair kits as well. Alright, cool. That thing's working on it. Working its way. Atmosphere regulator can go away. This is what I was looking for. Boom. Alright, let's cut this thing off and free the engines. Which unfortunately have to be done from inside the ship now. Oop, careful. There's a fuel tank back there.
Deposit accepted.
Let's get the nacelle down. Let's get the panels into processing. Let's get the airlock into the barge. This thing is still attached. Right, we need to disconnect the fuel.
You got 5 minutes remaining in your shift, Cutter. 5 minutes. We were out.
Okay, there's that out of the way. Let's pull the aft end off.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
And try to get that into the panel.
Project process.
Oh,
Deposit.
it's probably not going to work. Yeah, let's just remembered that. It's got a fuel tank on the other side of that. So let's come through this side. We have 3 minutes. Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, now the fuel tank is free. Let's pull this thing off, get the nacelle down there. These into there. 2. Oh, the nacelle! I forgot about that. Boom.
Valuable object. Credits rewarded. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Damn it, that was a waste of a tether.
Tether supplies are dropping.
Damn it, that was another waste of a tether. Goodness gracious. I've got 3 tethers left, and one of them's for the, well, one of them is for this. Okay. So there's that. Okay, I think I can do the reactor without a tether. Let's just chuck it.
Salvage deposit registered.
Which leaves 2 tethers for this stuff.
Goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
Alright, everything of use is out. Let's pick up this oxygen. May as well pick up a fuel canister while we are here.
Object successfully processed. Credits deposited.
Alright, we should be able to toss in
Rewards
Cutter,
2 tethers. The red one's gonna break, unfortunately.
head over to the kiosk to pick up some more.
Oh, it didn't break. Cool. Alright, by the time we get to the kiosk, I'm going to have to remember to buy the tethers this time. And we're already at rank 7. Make sure that's everything. That appears to be everything. Yes.
raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
One minute left till the end of the line, Cutter. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Alrighty. Let's buy... Let's just fill up on everything.
Tethers restored.
And call it a day. 8.5 million. Not too shabby.
New certification level has been achieved. License level increased.
We are now an apprentice. Upgrading the Stinger's heat capacity allows it to melt larger and denser objects. That is good to know. I should look into what the, where those are. Is Lynx a pun? No.
Good morning, Cutter. It's time to begin your workday.
All right, folks. Got a priority message coming in from corporate. Everyone put down what you're doing and have a listen.
Maybe they're gonna give us some holiday time. That'd be awesome.
That would be a first. Probably just another Pilsen kid getting a cushy exec job.
Hush up now, y'all.
This is an important message to all Link Salvage Division employees. It's come to our attention, thanks to a very loyal member of our family, that there has been talk about forming a shipbreakers union. A union is a dangerous thing, where extensive fees are extracted for so-called representation of your workers' rights. At Lynx, our top priority is already your well-being. This is why union activity is strictly prohibited by your contract, for your own protection. To safeguard you and your work, we are immediately dispatching an administrator to every salvage sector. This administrator will oversee operations and ensure proper employee conduct. They are authorized to correct worker behavior by any means, and they'll remain in place until we can guarantee company-wide integrity. Until then, remember, the company is your family. The union is your enemy. Thank you.
No holiday. Told ya.
A union? I haven't heard anything about that. Have you?
Of course not.
Probably happening around the Martian districts. They always been quarrelsome.
You heard anything like that, Lou?
No. Hey, Weaver, do you know when our administrator's showing up?
Week, maybe? Coming all the way from HQ at Jupiter Gate. When they get here, we'll need to be on our best behavior.
Oh, great.
Nothing to fret about, all right? But they are going to be checking everything. Salvage logs, transmission records, operational efficiency.
Oh, great.
You'll be fine, Kai. It's not a performance review.
Lou's right. Now, let's just try and keep our heads down and weather this storm together. See y'all in the yard. Weaver out.
Lou's bluff check there was pretty low.
Hey, don't worry. This is a closed channel. There won't be a log. Well, looks like things might get a bit difficult around here. They're gonna try to make our lives hell. Don't worry. Just having access to the Union News Group doesn't make you a full-fledged member. Besides, no one from corporate has access. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little nervous. If anything happens, I'll make sure nothing comes down on you. Lou out.
Act 1 complete. We got the Javelin tanker. The Javelin from Helix Heavy Industries is a highly modular, multi-purpose ship type, primarily used for industrial purposes. The tanker module is a mobile fuel platform. Be aware of extensive fire hazards on board. An entry-level version of our tanker was easy to create by simply stripping out expensive creature comforts, cup holders, padded seats, safety features, and so on. Still just the same old stuff. Another $500,000. We're down to 224 million. What's the terminal say? Am I fired yet? Mom and pop to Megacorp. Ooh, contract clauses. Issue 15, contract clauses. In this issue, would like to address our demand of revisiting the Shipbreaker contract. Did you know that the company owns any and all intellectual property for any inventions or artistic creations made by their workers? That's right, you've signed away that right the moment you took this job. Forever! Were you aware that by signing this contract, you agreed to not have any body modifications done, such as piercings, tattoos, or contraceptive devices without company approval? Are you aware that the company has free reign over when to terminate you to cook a new spare from the system, and that there are no regulations or provisions in place for when that should occur? They can literally do it for any reason. Or that the continued use of a dysfunctional spare is purely at the discretion of the company? Not to mention the policy on toilet breaks of being a whopping 28 pages long. These and many more aspects of the Link Shipbreaker contract are inhumane and in desperate need of regulation for the dignity of our workers. Salvage Workers Unite is determined to have these shortcomings addressed by the regulation from the Stellar Commission. Mom and pop to Megacorp. Today, every ship traveling the colony, or to every colony in the solar system, does so thanks to Lynx Corp. Imagining our planet spanning civilization without Lynx Corp and the business and technology acumen of its operators, the Paulson family, is inconceivable. Here's the journey for how the Paulson family turned a modest mom-and-pop recycling shop into the behemoth of progression and innovation we know today. The origin, a humble endeavor. Centuries ago, humanity decided to leave the Earth for a better, brighter future, venturing out into the outer wilds for new opportunity. In the matter of years, prominent companies like Martel Industries set up shop in the uncharted territories on and around Mars. In 2088, back on Earth, an ecologically minded couple, Kip and Gerda Schlesinger, began a small and unassuming company recycling debris from the dangerous Kessler Belt, Lynx Salvage. Their goal was to clear and recycle the deadly debris so more people could safely reach orbit. The Schlesingers ran Lynx Salvage for 34 years, expanding into shipbreaking and growing the company's size at a steady rate. Over the next 100 years, ownership of the company was passed down through the family. In 2204, Kip and Greta's great-great-grandson, Jonas Schlesinger, became CEO. Jonas ran the company without much interest or promise. 4 short years later, industrialist, philanthropist, and great innovator Exeter Paulson saw an opportunity in the modest company. It was time to be placed in the right hands. After a brief negotiation period, Exeter took over the operation in 2208. Combining all of his many holdings and interests into one company, Exeter rebranded Lynx Salvage to Lynx Corporation in 2210. Overnight, the humble, homely, earthbound business transformed into the prosperous solar megacorp it is today. Up next, the Exeter Paulson era, 2163 through 2262. Still not reading these. Still waiting for that fee to show up. Alright, equipment. Still nothing's getting damaged. Let's look at the laser. We're looking at range 2, range 3, range 4, and range 5. Heat capacity. Which is heat capacity. Range, cooldown, durability drain, and the purchase cutter. I don't see. I thought it was the heat capacity things that allowed it to cut denser materials. Tether lifetime is good. We should get that. The deployment mechanism can be updated to overcharge the tether cartridges between the time one is fired and the next is prepared, leading to longer tether lifetimes. Let's get this. Being able to charge the push is actually really nice. But I don't necessarily need it right now. Getting another speed increase could be useful. Getting fuel could be useful. What about the helmet? O2 capacity, but then there's the recharge module, which I don't necessarily care about. I should probably start upgrading my suit at some point, but I don't foresee encountering too many dangers just yet. Which means let's upgrade the braking things. The purchase of additional fuel injectors for the thrusters allows a greater coverage in combustion chamber, further increasing top speed. And sinks in the maneuvering thrusters allow them to aid not just in rotation but also braking, slightly augmenting the thruster's braking power. What about the spectrum scanner? Okay, so it can do objects, and I'll get that next time. The visor, I'll read it when I purchase it. Yay! The Nox Express, the light cargo. We also have a Javelin. We have this thing, the Nomad cargo. Enceladus, Station Hopper, an Exolab. I want to try that at some point. The Scout Patrol Craft. Let's try the Scout Patrol Craft. It's 13 million versus the Nomad cargo, which is 14 million. There's a power cell quasar thrusters versus reactor power cell quasar thrusters. Cool. I'd get 2 repair kits for this one. Let's try the lighter ship. We unlocked this one first. So this is an entirely new ship for me. I do not know how this is going to function. Man, I've been doing this for 2.5 hours.
Thrusters on these Atlas ships are worth a mint, but can be a touch. There's only one way to salvage the thruster engine and fuel injectors intact. You gotta pop off the thruster nozzle and work your way inside from there. The trick of it is,
Try switching to another frequency and then back again.
once you start working on them, the fire starts spreading. You hear me now? Fast. When it reaches the fuel tank, it's gonna blow.
Hey, okay, gotta get in.
I have a question.
Switch
off the fuel supply.
Administrator.
There's a shut-off switch at the
Every
very
counter.
back.
Waste
Get
our
to
time
that
with
switch as
productivity
fast as you
reports.
can. Otherwise,
They've come here before.
well,
Sure.
in for a
Loads
big
of time.
old mess.
Profits drop,
Okay.
they send someone.
Let's get that nozzle
Accidents
removed.
go up, they send someone. Sometimes they just send someone to find out if they need to send someone.
They ain't a big deal, Kai.
You heard right, Paulson. I guess they're just snooping around for union stuff. Right? Yeah. Gotta be here a week, tops. These types have the attention span of a gopher. They'll move on pretty quick.
What's a gopher?
What? Boy, you better come visit sometime on Mars when you're done here.
One day, we'll all go see them gophers and whatnot. Keep that front of mind and don't fret none. Carry on now. Weaver out.
Alright, he was telling me how to salvage the thrusters, but I couldn't pay attention because it was doing two things at once. Excellent. I'll figure it out. If I don't figure it out, I've got 30 spares. So it should be fine. It should be fine. What are the odds of me dying?
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, there's a reactor somewhere up there. Ooh, data module. Okay. Collect poster. I now have poster. Alright. So this is really... Oh, there's a second level down here. Cool beans. Coolest of beans. Ooh, I can get into the superstructure. Excellent! Everything else is depressurized? Yes. Good. Oh, there's the reactor. Do not cut the fuel tank. Alright, let's get this stuff decoupled. Carefully. Alright, that is connected to the outside structure, so I should be able to disconnect the inside structure, so I should be able to disconnect all of the outer hull plating without causing a problem. Somewhere back here is the actual, yeah, the thrusters are back there. So I'll just have to worry, be careful about not necessarily disconnecting those from the rest of the ship just yet. Oh, there's the power module, good. Which we also don't want to disconnect just yet. The Southern Jackson 2. Okay, we have, all of these things are very heavy. Can I like, yeah. Awesome, let's start recycling some stuff. This thing can be, actually, before we do that, there's some cut points here that can be removed.
Valuable object accepted for process.
The canopy is still attached via down here. Okay, the canopy goes into the furnace. The rest of the stuff does not. Let's pull this forward, because I think it can actually pull away from the... Yeah. Cool. Can pull away from the cockpit there. Let's get the fuel tank into the barge. This thing is attached to 6,000 tons. What weighs 6,000 tons on that side? There's 6 tons. This is also 6 tons, but it is also floating free. It's coming with this little panel side, which is not removable. So we can just throw that into the, into there. Let's throw that into there. Cool. Excellent. We are making progress on pulling apart this new ship. Toss that away. Toss that away.
Salvage deposit deposit registered.
Toss this away. Ooh, we have a boom here. You can remove this boom. Toss it into the barge. The antenna base does not go into the barge, and it's just a processor thing. Alright, so we have the reactor.
Credits transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage goal cleared.
Salvage goal 1. Kind of running out of oxygen.
Salvage secured. Account credit.
Alright, let's go. Let's get refresh our oxygen, refresh our tethers, everything else, and then we'll work on getting those.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are low.
Come on. There we go.
Welcome to Indatron 9.
Extra fuel tethers. Okay, let's see about those thrusters. They looked to be beastly. Do I actually need to do that? Yes. I don't like that I have to separate them. It looks like I have to separate them from the fuselage, which means they're going to lose power if I do that, and I don't like that. Alright, let's get the repair kit. Let's get a nice, good look around the ship. Alright, there is no way into the... Let's collect the poster. There is no way into the thing without cutting that. We can't cut through this either, so we can't even just burn our way in. Good. Okay. In that case, what does this do? That opens up the panel. Cool. Alright, I just need the bottom storage bins to be freed. The rest of these will come free of their own volition then. That can go into there.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Where did that go? I do not know. Cool. Alright, I do not see circuits or breaker boxes. There's a lot of computer terminals, but I don't see any breakers, which means I can remove this thing. What is that? Comms array. Okay. So let's remove this thing. Let's pull the reactor out. Cool. Okay.
Credits deposited.
That goes there. I think the mattress goes in the furnace, yeah.
Salvage deposit registered.
Alright.
Account credited.
Pull everything out of this lower level.
Ship's got about 5 minutes left in her. Let's make them count. Weaver out.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
There's probably going to be a 2-shift ship while I'm still not used to it. So it's not going to be as money efficient as the mackerel. Let's pull the ceiling off. Oh, I burned the tool repair kit.
Warning. Fire damage. Please recommend maintaining a safe distance from flammable items.
Cool. Caught on fire just a little bit. It's fine. That thing is still not actually cut. Now it's cut. Alright, now we should be able to stay here and just toss stuff into the barge.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Yeah, 3 minutes is probably not enough to figure out how to undo the thrusters and salvage them properly. But I feel like I'll be able to do better and more efficiently on the second run of this type of ship.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Okie dokie. Let's get this this poster.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
Just to verify, there is no way to get the... Yeah, the cut points are all on the inside. Ooh, I can access panel, which goes into the processor. Excellent. All right, let's just tether. Let's tether the access panels. So I can get into the thruster thing from the outside. This is good to know. Alright, let's start at the top one. Ooh. I like that. Okay, let's get the bottom one to get it out of the way. Got a minute left, and I probably don't have that much oxygen. That goes to the barge. Okay.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Alright, so we have the Quasar Thruster, which is full of fuel. Oh, I don't have the time to do anything with that, unfortunately. So let's come in here. Cut that out. I don't know what oxygen reserves are low means in terms of time. If I have 60 seconds. So I'm probably just going to cut some of this stuff out. And then go to the hab. Call it a day. We'll deal with the rest later. Ah, 10 million. Not too bad, but I do want those extra links tokens and the repair kit at the end.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx mandates a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
Hey there, Rook. Saw that you found an old data drive while you were salvaging. Now, I'm a bit of a tech head and a history nerd, so I love these things. They're uncensored info. Sometimes it's junk, but sometimes it's gold. Either way, it's a more genuine view of the colonies than what you see on the garbage news network. I'm sending you a data recovery program. You'll see it on your HAB terminal. Soaking in solar radiation mangles up the data pretty bad, but you can usually pull 1 or 2 intact files. Hopefully it'll give you a better sense of the wider world. Warts and all. Have fun. Later, Rook.
Weaver got busy and asked me to review your salvage records today. I saw that you snagged an old data drive in that ship. Look, I know that the networks on Earth don't really give you the full picture on what's happening across the colonies. Don't want y'all getting a read on what's actually going on off Earth. These data drives, though, they're uncensored info, and they'll give you the full view. Sometimes it's useless junk, someone's recipes or bad photos flexing in front of their mirror. Other times it's corporate rail mail or a ship captain's personal log. Anyway, don't tell Weaver this, but I'm sending you some software to extract the usable data off these things. You'll see a new data recovery tab on your HAB terminal. Soaking the solar radiation tends to mangle most of the data, but you should be able to pull a couple of intact files off each drive. Hope it gives you a better sense of the bigger world, warts and all. New HAB poster available. Everything is still the same. When do I get the, when does my equipment start degrading is what I want to know. Recover now. Farewell, Franny. Owner, I don't want to know. First found on the Southern Jackson the 3rd. Phonotext, reading message ID 191187. Hi, I'm calling regarding our dog Franny. I have some bad news. I don't know how to say this. I'm really sorry, but I don't think we can come back to get Franny. We only just got to Mars with our daughter Olivia, and they told us that they won't allow a dog in. We didn't know. We tried to talk to them. We really did, but they wouldn't budge. It's a really tough decision, but it's just that we have Olivia in our lives now, and we moved to Mars for a future for her. This is our only hope. We sold everything we owned to buy our railgate tickets, and we went through all the medical tests, which are invasive as everyone says they are. And then there's the interviews. So many interviews. I mean, we waited for this for 6 years. I promise we tried to fight for this, but they just kept saying how expensive dogs are and how they consume scarce resources. I don't know what to say. I'll have to leave Franny with you. Tell her that her dads miss her, and that they'll always love her. Please take care of her. She was the best dog. The best. Aww! Look at Franny! Look at those eyes! Poor Franny. L for enlarge. No, E for enlarge. That is an adorable dog. Bye, Franny. Is certification going to tell me when I have to deal with, Atlas tugs, heat resistance? I feel like since I'm getting durability upgrades, my stuff should be degrading, but it's not. I don't know why. Alright, well I did catch fire, so I feel like I should probably upgrade Suit Integrity 1. Unlike bread, you don't get better toasted. Replace most soft interior components of the suit with flame-resistant leather. Note, due to the extreme difficulty in obtaining material, a lab-grown substitute may be delivered instead. The electrical resistance could be nice. What else do we have? We have range. We have the heat capacity. Alright, I was wanting to get that. Well, it's too late now. Let's save our points for next time. We're going to continue. We're going to figure out how to break apart this ship. Because we should get, what was that, 57? Continue salvaging your existing ship. Yes, please. Cool, there are some bits in here still left. Boom.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposited.
Alright, so we got this thing now. We could probably just toss it into one of the furnaces once we disconnect the bottom thing. But I want to save that for later because it's got some oxygen and thruster fuel in it. For now, let's take the trip through here. We can't. Cool. Okay. That's not going to work. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Okay.
Clock's ticking now, Cutter. Get in there and hit that shut-off switch.
I can't get in there. How do I get in there? I can't get in there. Okay.
That's it, Cutter. Real satisfying when it comes apart.
Whew. Okay.
Do it from here. Weaver out.
Well, that was slightly terrifying. There's a regulator here, which goes into the... a lot of this all goes into the processor. So I don't see anything here that necessarily wouldn't go into the processor. So let's just toss a couple tethers onto it.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Okay, so it's good to know how that works. I'm just going to need to be quick about it. That goes into the processor. Let's help this thing get into the... Yeah, see, the furnace is trying to suck it in.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Which is really annoying. I need this to get pulled inward or forward. But the furnace really wants to suck it in. This is the trouble that I have with the suction thing. Because the furnace is a lot more suction than the and that is a lot of material that will get destroyed if it goes into the furnace. Okay, I'll just finish off the tethers here. Get more. There we go. Finally. Jeez. Jesus Christos. Alright. And now this is not doing well. Because again,
Caution. Tethers depleted. Caution. No tethers.
the suction.
Please refill supplies.
Okay, so that's something I'm going to need to be careful about next time. Okay. Oxygen, thruster fuel, tethers. Okay, that should be fine. It should get sucked in now. Cool. Let us disconnect this.
Object. Applying credits to account. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
This did not go into the thing like it should have. Okay.
Confirmed.
Take two.
Thruster dangerously unstable. Proceed with caution.
Okay, I'm gonna catch fire again. Just a little bit. Oh, I managed to not catch fire.
Credits deposited.
Whew. Cool, cool. Alright, we have regulators, regulators. Cool. Alright. Let's toss you that way. Let's toss you that way. And instead of letting you fly towards those, let's initially bring those up together so that their butt ends stay away from the furnace, like that. Perfect. Cool. That should be enough.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Okay, it's a bunch of electrical stuff. There's this thing.
Valuable object. Credits
I should probably take this while my health is low. Cool. Alright, you're going in. You're going in. Excellent.
all salvage goals complete. All rewards eligible.
Achievement unlocked. The weight of the world.
Object process.
That is complete all salvage goals on an Atlas class ship. Nice. Oh, this thing is here.
Salvage
Alright, that should go away.
credit to account.
And I'll be rank 8 with an extra sweet couple million in my pocket. And that should be everything, right? Yeah. Destroyed some lights, destroyed some doors.
Material accepted.
But that is most everything.
Welcome to Vintage Rock.
Duster fuel tethers.
Tethers restored.
Return to the hab. Ugh, an extra 3 million. It's not too bad. Not great. We are now rank 8 though.
License upgraded.
And we're getting close to below 1.2 million. In fact, another one of those ships might put us under. So another 2 or 3, probably 3, 3 shifts, and I'll be at my goal for today.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Lynx would like to share the following message. The only P's permitted in the salvage yard are profit, processor, and potassium trifluoromethane sulfonate.
Thank you, Hab Voice. The Atlas Roustabout. Unparalleled brawn, unfaltering durability, unmatched power. When the job site requires a tireless workhouse, call on the Atlas Roustabout. 4 quasar thrusters and high-output power stations give the Roustabout peerless strength. Reinforced tow towers and push pads provide maximum work utility, whether working construction, salvage, or demolition. The roustabout lets you handle the hardest jobs with ease.
Cutter, I want to tell you, I'm mighty impressed by you. Remind me of me when I started. All bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. Had big dreams of hitting the rails back then. Bought myself one of them classic armadillo rigs. Named the old girl Beulah, after my mother. Told you about my bad revive a while back. Another case of me and technology not getting on, I guess. Bottom line is, this body just ain't fit for flying no more. So, I want to give Beulah to you, Cutter. She ain't in the best of shape, but she'll do good by you. Hell, even a few places around the village that'll fit her out for gate travel, if you're so inclined. Anyway, that's it. She'll do more for you than me now. I'm just happy she's gonna be with somebody that truly appreciates her. Weaver out.
Interesting. Hopefully he doesn't give it to me right now, because I'm pretty sure everything I get and own is owned by Lynx. Ooh, 4 messages. Exeter Paulson. The Exeter Paulson era. Born well into Earth's post-climate collapse era and raised in the intellectual haven of the Swiss Confederacy, Exeter always had his sights set on space. From young age, friends and family knew him as a true visionary who showed excellence in every endeavor. In early adulthood, he began looking off-world for venture opportunities and started acquiring small businesses with untapped potential, folding them all under the umbrella of Paulson Technology, utilizing the vast financial resources from across his portfolio. Exeter had a gift for unlocking this true potential for every new acquisition. In 2208, with over 200 years of human space travel leaving a swath of dangerous debris that was now a very real hazard for further human expansion, the International Federation of Earth and Humanity introduced massive subsidies for cleaning and recycling of this detritus. Astute as ever, Exeter came across a mismanaged but highly respected recycling operation, Link Salvage. This acquisition quickly awarded Exeter vast subsidies that would enable him to focus on his primary vision, creating a network of rapid mass transit between Earth, Mars, and beyond. Eventually, this vision would manifest as a modern railgate network. Charmed with how Link Salvage used the now extinct Wildcat, with the air of a mythological beast as its moniker, Exeter Paulson rebranded his entire operation as Lynx Corporation in 2210. The air of a mythological beast. The Lynx. More equipment. Everything is still 100%. Don't know why. This is very weird at this point. Alright, let's get that. Let's get this. Visor connects to a remote neural platform to perform a gestalt analysis and determine what is being viewed. Provides relevant information from the Lynx catalog. Removes the lead shielding normally required to operate the device in an open environment. Allows for greater scan range. Legal precedent considers all salvage to still be protected by their suits. Extra oxygen. I think this is the last one that I really need. Oxygen enricher add-on for easy breathing. Compatible with most manufactured O2 tanks. Comes in the following flavors. Chocolate, orange chocolate, spring morning, and sporty. Alright, I think I don't have the funds for anything else. Yeah. Alright, new ship. New ship. New ship. The tug, which has 4 thrusters. The Exolab, which is just a mackerel. With a bunch of stuff on it. The Javelin tanker could be nice. It's got a thruster class 2. Ooh, the Orca. It's a station hopper. I kind of want to try the Atlas cargo. It's got the Quasar thrusters. Or an exolab. I remember these being a real pain in the buttocks to actually get all the stuff inside, though. Let's try the... Let's see if we can do one of these in one session. That would be... That's my goal now. One shift.
Morning, crew. Let's hit them salvage goals.
Yeah, hey, Weaver, do you know when this administrator gets here?
Should be here any day now. But remember, no need to worry.
Ah, thanks.
Kai, you good?
Yeah. Nervous, you know. I really can't lose this job.
Whoa, slow down there.
They always let go of the screw-ups first, right?
We all screw up, Kai.
Just work careful, avoid any major accidents, and you'll be golden.
Yeah. Need to keep my head down.
I feel like Kai did something now. Kind of makes me feel that way. Alright, let's get these properly removed. Am I going to do the thrusters first? Absolutely not. That would be dumb of me. But I do want to get these delightful thrust nozzles out. I'm just going to try to do the outside of the ship while I'm on the outside. Cool beans. There's an airlock somewhere over on this side.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Okay. You have that, which is pressurized. Which I think is going to be this console. About as fine. Alright. Let's... Just make sure I don't hit a fuel tank or something. There's the fuel tank. Should probably figure out where the oh, there's the reactor. Yeah, let's not pull off that one top piece then. Not yet, at least. That disconnects everything from the Alright, you are still there, that's why. That should be enough for you. That should be that for that. I've got the power thing there. Oh, and the airlock. Oh, hello, fuel tank. Alright. I don't have time to faff about. I think that's everything out of here. Oh, you're not going to be able to actually get pushed, though. So let's pop that over there. That should be enough for that. Yes. Come on. Pop. Pull free. Oh, right. You're actually still attached at the bottom. There we go. Coolio. Let's pop that free. Pop this free.
Credits deposited.
Okay, we're gonna need to get at that some point. It's gonna be difficult. Can you please continue going into the thing? That can go into the thing. Alright, that can go into the thing. Alright, let's pop this free. It shouldn't affect too terribly much. Let's pop this free as well.
Object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Okay. Let's move you that way. Hopefully you can come free. You're not coming free. You need to move forward. And then you can come free. Cool. There we go.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
There's an antenna in the way that I should definitely remove.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Alright, let's pull the floor out.
Credit applied. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage goal reached. Rewards assigned.
Okay.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Suit patch. Let's get the fuel while we're here. I don't see any oxygen, unfortunately. But I can click the posters.
Applying credit to account.
Cool. That should be everything out of the... Nope, not quite.
Salvage deposit accepted.
Now that's everything out of the bottom section. Let's go up to the top. Do the same with the roof. Oxygen.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credits. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Cool, cool, cool. Let's cut these off.
Applying credit to
Toss this thing into the garbage. Which we may as well get the stuff from the upper section. Ooh. Air filter. That was expensive. How do I get that out? I think I have to cut it out. Cool. That's furnace. That's furnace. That is also furnace. Everything else should be furnace, I think, right? Yeah. Alright, let's get the thruster fuel. Let's get the oxygen. Ah, we haven't done the bridge yet. Dang.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
All right, Cutter. You got about 5 minutes to fill your boots. 5 minutes left. Weaver out.
Yeah, I got it. I think I've got this under control.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
I got a bunny stuffed animal.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Four minutes left.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
I got this. I've gotten most of it. I can get those thrusters done in time. Alright. Let's get a couple of these things. Let's get 3 of them. I already separated both of the bottoms. Cool. Let's get the bottom one first. Alright.
Thruster unstable. Fire hazard risk high.
Okay, come on. Let me in.
Salvage accepted. Credits applied.
Boom. I destroyed a door console for a lot of money, unfortunately. Okay, take 2.
Thruster systems brief. Detecting elevated volatility.
Boom. Not too shabby. Now I've got 2 minutes to push everything else into the... Okay. Let's pop you there with 2. Pop you there with... Okay. We're gonna need you immediately to go up. You immediately to go up. You know what? Just send the whole thing into the bay. There should be a second one, but I don't know where it is. So I'm gonna quickly run back, get more tethers.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit
All I need is salvage goal 5. Oxygen, thruster, tethers. Okay. It's pleased to be putting these very expensive things into the things that give me a lot of money. That would be ideal. Can you please to be throwing those in? You can go down.
Almost done in the middle, Cutter. 1 minute left.
Yeah, that thing's gone. It's too late. Please to be.
salvage secured. Account credit applied.
That needs to go up there. That needs to go up there. Yeah, that thing is gone.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
30 seconds. And there's 5. Come on. Go. Go in there. I need you in there now.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Come on, money! Money! No, it wasn't quite enough money. It wasn't quite money. That was pretty good though. A 1.2000000 189.92. That was pretty dang good actually. All right, I am pretty satisfied. Yeah, it was only $100,000 that I missed. I am now an associate.
License level increased.
While the environmental control unit may be a cold piece of salvage, it fetches a hot price. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I've been going for 3 hours. I should probably stop. Oh.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have 1 incoming transmission waiting.
Hey, newbie. Hey. Just having a couple cold ones and thought I'd ask you something. You ever heard of karaoke? Karaoke? No? It's singing without words. Well, the original words. Anyway, it's a big thing back home. My daughter wants to be a singer one day. She's good, too. Believe it or not, I can belt out a tune. Hey, you think Lou can rig something up so we can do karaoke over comms? Clever ideas, that kid. Well, anyways, I'm gonna get some shut-eye. Gotta do it all over again tomorrow. Am I right? Good night, kiddo.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
I think that's a good time to call it, even though I'm not quite below 1.2.
Listen up, folks. Let me
Yeah,
introduce
because I
you
figured
to
that
Al
we were going to
Rose.
get
No
the...
need for introductions, Weaver. I know who you all are. Let's just get right into it. I know you don't love a middle manager like me coming in, making life hard. Yeah, I get it. See, I'm from people like you. Used to work the links yards around Ceres. Not shipbreaking, of course. Processing, which honestly is just as tough. Real back-breaking work.
Yep, we know processing can be just
Look,
as
this is real simple. I hit my goals, and I'm out of your hair. But we all gotta pull the rope in the same direction. Get it? Cooperation. Cooperation. You scratch my back, and we'll all be done here in no time. Capisci? Okay then.
Capisci.
I'm taking the day to settle in, and we'll see you all tomorrow, bright and early. Okay?
Okay then.
This guy thinks he knows what back-breaking work is.
I'm telling ya. 1 week, tops.
You guys gonna cooperate with the business end of my grapple?
Okay now. Remember, be on your best behavior. See y'all in the yard.
Bunny character D is a popular children's video character. An anthropomorphic pink rabbit is one of dozens of characters introduced as part of the Pan-Terran Media Conglomerate's Fun Friend Animals pilot program. The program featured a wide range of stylized animal-based characters, and heavy psychological analysis was used to determine which of these characters were most popular. Despite appearing very similar to bunny characters A, B, C, E, and G, bunny character D was determined to be the most popular among children aged 4 to 12. Interestingly, bunny character F, while being the least popular with this age group, reportedly due to disturbing facial features, proved the most popular among those aged 25 to 40, and is featured in a series of videos and games for adults. Several of the program's characters, notably Moose character, Pigeon characters A to C, and Salmon character, were determined to be unpopular because they were based on animals that had been extinct for over 100 years. In the latest video series... Aw, pigeons! How did pigeons get extinct? That is impressive. In their latest video series, Bunny Does the Right Thing, bunny character D opens an ice cream shop in New York. However, after blight rats infest the shop, the health administration forces the shop to close. Many of bunny character D's friends encourage him to apply for government small business assistance to help get him a new shop. However, a wise government official helps bunny character D understand that the best thing they can do is not apply, as this would unnecessarily draw valuable finances away from the government that could be used for the betterment of society elsewhere. The moral of the story is to trust in market forces and in government to make the best decisions for everyone. Javelin Heavy Cargo Small. While sturdy enough for gate travel, this model is primarily used to ferry cargo between stations. It uses industrial-grade cargo containers which cannot be penetrated by scanners, are cut-resistant, and are extremely heavy. Improved grapple strength is recommended to salvage them. I've incinerated 35 tons of aluminum, salvaged 10 thrusters, processed 150 tons of nanocarbon. Nice. It's a good day's work.
Please tell me I heard right, Rook. Weaver gave you his old armadillo? Oh, man! That's so lucky. I used to help my old man fix up beaters like that. I hear Weavers might not be in the best shape. Listen, I've got something that'll help get it ready to ride the rails. I'm transferring diagnostic programs to your terminal. Go ahead and boot it up.
Okay, it would be really cool if this game had a thing where you could, like, actually put together a ship. Because, like, in the later stages, like, you're dealing with all of the different systems of the ship. That would be cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Getting data now. Amazing. Oh, old girl was used for construction at some point. Whoa. Could maybe even be kitted out for salvage running one day. This program will identify what parts you need to fix her up. Don't pay too much attention to Shippy. That thing talks way too much. You can probably find everything you need just kicking around while salvaging. Bits and pieces that Lynx doesn't care much about. Oh, you could also rip parts out of other ship components. And ruin the salvage value, of course. Maybe don't tell Weaver if you're gonna do that. Can't wait to see what you do with this beauty. Good luck, Brooke.
I need circuit and wires. Ooh, issue 16. These things still have not charged me any money for their storage. Lou Steiner. Oh, it's a member profile. We continue our series of profiling members of the Salvage Workers Unite group in issue 16. This time we chatted with Lou Steiner from Carnegie Station above Earth to talk about her motivation for workers' rights. Parker, tell us about your first exposure to the issue of workers' rights growing up. Steiner, I grew up amid the squalor of Eris's platforms around Mars, and the knowledge of whose backs built our livelihoods there as well as Mars itself. We were always prominent topics in my community. I've always been surrounded by people doing good, honest work, and I've also seen them get mistreated for it for all their lives. The people who do all the hard work in service of human progress deserve better than just fancy words and scraps. Why do you think a workers' unit is so important? I believe that we deserve a seat at the table. I believe we deserve a hand in deciding how our everyday work is managed. Our lives, our futures, our well-beings are heavily intertwined in the work we do. You know, it's dangerous to be a shipbreaker. We should be a voice at those crucial conversations, and I don't believe that others in power should speak for us. Our whole lives are decided and influenced by people who have never spent a day in our suits. It's time for us to realize that we're all we've got, but we're also all we need. Lou's voice is just one among us, but she speaks on behalf of every shipbreaker who believes things could be better. Solidarity is strength. Salvage Workers Unite. I'll read it, and then I'll hang up. After solidifying Lynx as a corporate powerhouse and boon of innovation, Exeter Paulson continued his quest for fast, easy mass transit between the planets. After years of searching, he discovered an engineer and astrophysicist, Dr. Doris Singh, who was then working as professor and researcher in the physics department in the International Arctic University. Dr. Singh had published a paper a few years prior which described a model for rapid transit through a series of gates. Criticized as too grand and impractical, her proposal had languished. Exeter hired Dr. Singh and a research team, giving them essentially unlimited resources. Under his wisdom and guidance, Dr. Singh's team completed the first railgate prototype connecting Earth and Mars in 2248. Human trials of the railgate began in 2252, showing early signs of success. However, only a year later, disaster struck. Due to human error and negligence on the part of its chief supervisor, the Phobos-based section of the gate prototype experienced a catastrophic collapse. The resultant blast affected dozens of colonies on and around the moon, with a final death toll of around 15,000 colonists and Lynx employees. While a challenging event, Exeter Paulson understood that real progress sometimes comes at the cost of human sacrifice, and that progress shouldn't be stopped because of the criminal failings of a single individual. Pushing through the so-called Phobos incident, he helped Dr. Singh and her team rebuild the Mars Gate and continue human trials. Exeter had an unwavering commitment to progress in pursuit of his vision. Retiring in 2255, his legacy was passed to his daughter, Demeter Paulson. With her leadership, in 2267, the Earth and Mars Gates were opened, and the first round trip Earth to Mars was completed. Exeter Paulson, father of the modern solar civilization, had died 5 years prior, never getting the opportunity to see the first travelers use his gates. Take a moment. Do you enjoy your life today? Do you see hope on Mars or on Jupiter? Do you want to forget about the burning and aridification of Earth and focus on the future? Thank Exeter Paulson for his vision, and for your chance at a happy life. Such excitement. Let's get some of these posters. Bunny. I like that one. Let's get the diagrams up here, because I like those. And the bunny. There we go. I can't do anything here, actually, can I? Yeah, unfortunately not. I can't sleep. Cool. Eee! Squeaky! Bunny character D. I hope I get bunny character F and see all the different bunny characters. Oh! The ship is right there. That's really cool. That's really cool. Awesome. Alright, ooh, inventory. I just have the repair kit and the road trip friend. Nice. Alright, that's it for me today. This is a fun game. Take care. If you haven't, thanks for watching. I don't know why you would watch this far, but if you have, you're a champion. See ya.